happens, but what do you think is going to happen? Are we going to see a lot of divergence today, or do you think we're going to be like, everybody's going to go the same?
We are starting off at least with 2 runners at 2 different locations, so...
Yeah, that's some good divergence, at least.
And in Sanctuary we had a boomerang.
Yep, and it looks like we've got red pendant on the Tower of Hera, green pendant on Desert Palace, and a 5-6 crystal over on Eastern. That is a fun start.
Oof, that means that at least 2 of the so-called least favorite dungeons in the Dark World will be crystals in this seed.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like we've got half of them going over to see what Uncle's doing.
And it looks like we're also going to get lumberjack check. Ooh, blue
Ooh,
cane on Uncle.
Cane of Brian, not a bad one. Lumberjack is just some vampire skewers. Looks like tier 1 pull is gonna get you healthy.
Yeah, it's a good pull if you have lost some life there for... You know, that bird can be kind of brutal.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. Now hopefully they'll be nice and get some money for a possible Zora check.
There's a hard container in the Thieves' Hideout here in the Last Woods.
Hey, always good to start being healthy.
So, at least we're getting 3 lumberjack checks. Lin was the first one to skip out, but as we all know by now, it's nothing important, so he's not really missing out.
Yep. And it looks like we're about to get our first look into Kakariko Well. Let's see what we got.
And hard container. We have also a piece of heart, 20 rupees, and a piece of heart. So the well gives us a lot of health. We can say it like that. So
It's starting out to be a healthy seed, that's for sure.
Lin just picked up that got enough rupees to buy bombs if needed. Might have the pleasure to pick up some bombs here in this chest. But it was only 20 rupees as well. So Kakariko right now, what we have seen, a lot of money.
Oh, getting our first check in the library. Just a little piece of love.
Right, Chicken Hut coming up next for Lin. 20 rupees as well, so...
Hey, at least it's a start.
Blind's Hideout doesn't have any items. It could be bad.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, well, there's our Zora money.
Rupees. More bombs.
Go.
More rupees, Jesus.
Yeah, this is gonna be a rich seed, I can tell you.
Okay, so with the items we got from Kakariko, it's...
Goodness, nothing but money. So, should we just go ahead and call this the Robin Hood seed?
I would probably say something like that, yes. This is...
We're gonna say that Kakariko is just the evil village this time. They are the village of outcasts, and Zora is the poor.
I'm going to say it's pretty bad Kakariko so far.
I'll say. Nothing but hearts and money. But hey, you know, that could lead you into the right spot. Gotta dip into some dangerous areas or go visit our favorite grumpy fish.
I mean, with Kakariko being this empty, Mini Moldorm Cave needs to have a lot of items, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, but there's a glove on the bottle merchant, so... At least a glove, so...
Hey, so not a complete waste.
So the rupees at least paying off.
Right. Now let's wait and see if Sick Kid's actually gonna have anything decent once we get a bottle around. Oh, that would be awesome if we get our second glove on Sick Kid.
Oh my.
Perfect. Let's see who's going to be the first one to try and hoof it down to Mini Moldorm Cave. I figure with 10 bombs, everyone should be confident enough to go ahead and do it.
Yeah, and some of our runners got magic as well from that blue cane, so you can always use it in Mini Moldorm Cave.
Now, I didn't check it. Did we only get Mikan and Hitzian get the King of Burna so far? Because I don't think the other two have decided to visit Uncle yet.
No, we have not. They decide to go from Sanctuary into Kakariko from the beginning.
Ah, okay. And looks like Lin and Frostbite are actually heading over to the backside of Escape. Hopefully we'll get our first weapon here.
There's a small key, 5 rupees, and a piece of heart.
Goodness gracious, this seed is just being trolly as all get out right now.
Well, at least there is some Moldorm Cave and Sunken Treasure and all that here.
Alright.
But we can, with the blue cane, at least go into the front side of Escape as well.
I get something going. That's always a fun one to do.
Oh yeah.
Brian with the front of Escape.
So there's even more piece of hearts in the Sunken Treasure here at the dam, so...
Well, I mean, hey, better to get all this stuff out of the way now, so that way when you get to the harder-to-check spots, they could pay off.
Absolutely. We got Frostbite going to check out, I get Sarashala's closets.
Oh, nice. Looks like we got Mikan doing Mini Moldworm, so see what we got in both of these areas.
5 rupees. Ooh, Titansmids.
Oh, snap. We're just a moon pearl away from getting our wonderful Dark World access.
Ooh, half magic in Mini Moldorm Cave. Piece of heart, 10 arrows, and a mushroom.
Mushroom. Nice.
That makes it a little bit easier with that cane of a Burna to use it as a weapon at least.
Oh yeah, really easy to navigate, thankfully.
Frostbite heading into Eastern Palace.
Oh, getting a little bit more progress at least. Well, hopefully. Got Lin and Lin just about to get their mushroom. I have an inkling this is going to be the Seed of Fetch Quest.
It could possibly be it because of the items we have now. It's going to be interesting to see what that mushroom gives out and if somebody resets the game. But a single rupee in that Ice Rod Cave.
Oh, oops. I guess that's my fault for trying to do both things at once. Keep giving people the wrong items. Whoopsie. Oh, here comes Itzion, about to get to their half magic.
Alright, so Mikan is heading into the front of Escape.
Ooh.
While Frostbite is still checking for more items inside of Eastern Palace, which we hopefully... I mean, it's a crystal, so we need to go back in here, but hopefully we can find something of usefulness or something.
Right. Moon Pearl, a sword. A sword.
Yeah, most definitely at least one weapon would be nice, but I think they want that Moon Pearl. A unique item requires a hammer.
Ooh, I love that hand because it could mean so many things. Ah!
we got Dark World access.
Moon Pearl. Gotta love it. 10-minute Dark World access.
A good part with all those heart containers they picked up, they will go into Dark World without a weapon, but they got more health now.
Always a fun thing. Now for the tricky question. When will he go there? Oh, got some fake flips on Hitzian's side. Sadly, still nothing paying off in the front end of Escape. Gonna check Zelda's cell and hopefully... more blueberries.
We know that Frostbite picked up everything that he could pick up, and I think there's an item on the
Yep, there's
on
an
the
item
boss.
on Armos. Oh, that'll be interesting to see what it is.
Ooh, Mushroom is paying out, the seed.
Nice. Always a good one. See, that's always the tricky thing, though. Thankfully, they don't have the hammer to influence, but in most cases like that, you've got a really good item. Supposedly, we're gonna need it because, you know, what is that, a 1 out of 7 chance of Womp actually being useful. Do you go ahead and save the mushroom for now in the hopes that, you know, you can fake power, or do you just get it and then be like, nothing's on Batman, we're good?
In this case, those flippers will be very useful because Swamp Pals is a 6 crystal.
Ooh, yep, and Pod being the last pendant. Oh, this is gonna be a fun one.
Pendant Pod is going to have a item in there, most likely.
Oh, yes. See, I always feel bad for runners whenever it's gonna be something like Pendant Swamp and Pendant Pod, because you get so many good checks in both of those. And then it's like, you don't have to worry about going to them. Oh wait, yeah, you do.
Talking about our first bottle, we saw one bottle on the Lake Hylia Island, so we need a mirror for that one.
Definitely a good thing.
Oh, scammed. Hitsuyan goes to Grumpy Fish and pays 500, gets 1 bag profit.
See if the rest of this is going to be paying off here. Fighter shield over on the hobo. And Lin does have enough money, they can go ahead and check out Zora.
And Frostbite picked up the second boomerang in Thieves Town.
Very nice.
Unfortunately for Frostbite, since he haven't picked up that blue cane, he cannot finish off. Depending on, sure, it could be an item in here, but as it looks like right now, he cannot finish off Blind or Thieves Town.
Taking the Death Warp, or?
Yeah, that was a Death Warp because he don't want to gamble going back without the weapon.
Gotcha. I always forget that you can fight Blind with the Cane of Brian. I'm more privy to using the wonderful Cane of Samaria, of course. Oh,
That is how I did back when I tried out Blind, Blue Cane. It worked well. So I was like, yep, save these.
Right? Invincibility and damage? Just perfect. Well, still just getting hearts and bombs everywhere. See what the big kingfish has got. Oof.
But Mikan is inside of Eastern's going to pick up that Moon Pearl.
Oh, very nice. Go ahead and follow Frostbite quite shortly here. Now, I'm gonna say, just because I want this to be a trollier seed, I'm gonna say the next item we're gonna get is gonna be, like, major item, You know, instead of like bow, fire rod, hammer, and all that. The next big one is going to be the hook shot. Just so that we can keep stunning things. Then we're going to find the ice rod. And the last few items we're going to be getting are going to be the bow, the sword, and the hammer.
I like it. And Hitsuyan is actually the first runner to check out Agina's cave.
Just offering a little bit of his love. Gotta always accept that old man love. No, no one checking out Dark Crossroads just yet. Only one that's had a chance to go in there didn't have a weapon at the time. Oh no, they did.
I think Mikan actually checked out the Dark Cross but didn't find anything.
Oh, he did? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. But
Well, that's always a good
Frostbite
thing.
is taking that little blacksmith on a trip around Dark World and then Light World later on.
Ah, good old Jeremiah. Gotta love it.
So with the stuff we have gotten so far, Hype Cave gotta be hype, right?
Oh, I hope so. Hoping for that 10 out of 10. Let's get our hook shot and our ice rod and the flute. And just for good measure, the lamp.
Alright, Hype Cave, what you got for us?
No whammy, no whammy.
Starting out with the heart container.
Hey, the Sank Heart, that's gotta give you some points.
50 rupees. 20 rupees. 3 bombs. Oh god.
Boo! Boo, humpadink, humpadink, humpadink.
That was, we had a bad Moldarn cave and a bad Hype cave, so looking good.
You know, I am not regretting not running this seed anymore.
You are not alone, because this is turning out to be quite ugly.
Oh, my heart goes to these guys having to put up with this nonsense.
Mikan with that blue cane can at least finish off Thieves Town if he wants to.
Now, sadly, it's not going to give them much, but I mean, at this point, I think it would be wise for both Frostbite and Lin to go ahead and visit Uncle just to get some form of weapon.
Yeah, because we are... It sounds weird, but we only have one weapon, it's the Cane of Burna.
Mm-hmm. Now, going 20 minutes into a seed, that's not a very common thing to say.
Are we sure we didn't put this on Swordless?
Well, I don't know. I don't think Fear's that mean to these guys. Now, if I wanted to rag on Math Girl a bit, maybe.
Alright, so Frostbite not having an item is going to go into Skullwoods.
Hey, 2 items. Pretty easy checks. Not bad.
Well, since the stuff we could see in Thieves Town right now, not having anything, Skullwoods gotta have something, right?
Right?
But Hitsuyan has picked up a mirror.
Ooh. I did not see that.
Not me either.
Now I'm kind of intrigued to see who's going to get the mirror next, just so I can see where it was.
Alright, he doesn't have his mirror. Okay.
Oh, okay. Putting our poor tracker on the spot there. Sorry, buddy.
I was like, where did I miss that one?
And get all the mobility items and nothing to fight with.
Oh, that would be fun, because that would have opened up Swamp Palace without hookshot on any weapon.
Mm-hmm. And funny enough, I think everyone is deciding to go ahead and save on that mushroom for now. just because Hitsion's the only one that's got the flips.
That could be good and bad. Because if the other runners is not turning in that mushroom and using it for fake powder, and we don't find powder until very late, could be kind of rough.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good one for well, pretty much everyone except Hitsion. Let's see. Oh, we've got our last item in the back end of Skull Woods, so nothing but a few vampire skewers to be helping out here.
So this... Where could this seed put our runners at right now to go to get any sort of weapon or progression?
Oh, that is a doozy of a question.
I kinda have a feeling that Hitsuyan's flippers means... well, ooh.
Means catfish.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. That was the bow?
Frostbite picked up the bow.
Wow.
That bow is opening up stuff.
Yep. That's right, you got the big chest, so that's all the items from Skull Woods. That's a fantastic find.
And Hitsuyan is right after Frostbite right now. He's going to pick up that as well.
Yep, well, that does open up the Armos fight, and since we know there's a weapon on Armos, that could lead us to the next venture.
I just want to say that Hitsuyan, having those flippers, can swim over to Pod with that bow.
Oh, yes. Can go ahead and check quite a few chests. So we've got pretty much all of Pod. Oh, of course, except for Helmasaur. We've got Catfish, and we've got Armos.
And Frostbite is taking that little lunchbox on a wild ride.
Now for the fun part. Let's go ahead and see who's going to go ahead and jump into Pod first.
Well, I would assume that might be Hitsuyan. Or, because, well, maybe not. When you think about it, Hitsuyan might go and clear out these down.
Oh, that's true. He's got the Cane of Brian, so would be an easy feat.
But it's a little bit risky when you don't have the hammer.
Yep, no hammer. Well, he's got 7 hearts, so he can manage, but Green Tunic is kind of a pain in that area. If you're not careful.
I was more thinking if there's an item in that big chest.
Oh yeah, that too.
That,
Whoops. Poor Triple Lin getting grabbed by Mr. Hansy.
That is why I feel like that this dungeon is quite brutal. At least that room, that the hand and all that stuff.
Right? And having virtually nothing to kill these things with, oof, not fun. And chat is pointing out here, even though pretty much all these racers can handle Armos in the dark, that's still outside of logic since there's no lamp. So we're basically stuck with Catfish or Pod. Well, and Pyramid Ledge, of course.
Oh yeah, we do have Pyramid Ledge as well. That is correct. I almost forgot about that. But Hitsuyan is going to dip into Thieves Town, so I kind of guess that he's going to clear out and take a gamble without that hammer. Unless the hammer is in here.
That would be a good gamble. So far, he's the only one to gamble on the flip, so he may be having the lead on this one.
But good old Galaxy Brain, that we normally call it, has paid off for Hitsuyan with that mushroom.
And I do concur, chat. This is one crazy seed.
Yeah, like we pointed out earlier, we here in the commentary booth, we're kind of happy that we never joined the racing.
Yeah. Gonna say, I'm kind of glad at the last second we were like, nah, let's go ahead and help out. Go ahead and give some entertainment for everybody.
Mikan didn't want to do that bomb jump in Skullwood, so he's taking up that bow on the more casual way, which I would actually prefer because I'm not that good at bomb jumps.
Nah, I don't blame you. I've never played the Will sprite in this, but when it comes to bomb jumps, you gotta find something you're comfortable with.
Oh yeah, for sure. So, Lin, Hitsuyan, Frostbite, Mikan, all have the bow.
Very good, so at least we've got one weapon here.
The positive thing for Mikan and Hitsuyan, they at least have that blue cane as well.
That is true, so Itzion should be able to finish up blind without a problem. Help us see if we've got anything else in the back end. Now, I believe we've only got one more item, since we got 50 rupees, the red meringue, and some vampire skewers.
Helpful hint though, from T-Stone. Bambus is held by an old man.
Well, we already know it's not going to be Old Man Jenkins in Agina's cave. So it's more than likely going to be Sassy Pants or the old man from Death Mountain.
I do think at this point it might be the old man on the mountain. But you never know. It could be... Ooh, if it's Sarasha, that would be...
Oh yeah, that would mean a quick dip into Desert Palace. Now that would be a trolley seed to follow. Desert Palace being boots locked, Bombos being required to open Turtle Rock and or Misery Mire. Just a 1-2 punch of sassiness.
Time for Frostbite to get scanned by Sora.
I always feel bad when it's that single rupee.
So I think for Hitsuyan right now, he wants to see an item here and not a small key. Oof. Oof.
Yeah, never fun to get the map, compass, and then a small key in that order.
So what he wants to get here is the last item.
Yes, please. Now, truth be told, I have seen so many situations where they blind decides to troll you and give you the map or the compass and be like, hey, that last item's in the chest, go get it, it may be important. Lo and behold, it's just 20 bucks.
I think, at least for Hitsuyan, if there's no item here on blind, it's going to make it very easy for him to go back to Eastern or go into Pod.
Ah, very true. Moment of truth time.
Oh.
Just a map.
It's so bad because there's an item in that chest.
Uh-huh. So now you have to gamble. Once you get the hammer, do you waste the time and come back, or do you just let it go?
I just realized as well we got that hint about the unique item that's requires the hammer.
Uh-huh. So now it's one of those gambles. Is this the one particular one? Are they talking about Mimic Cave, Ice Palace? Oh, so many possibilities just for the trolliest of trolls.
But almost in half an hour in, still no sword here.
No sword, no hammer, no fire rod. Oof. These poor guys are being tested.
So currently, right now, we got Frostbite in the escape, Mikan in Thieves Town, it's a digging game, and Lin is going to visit around to Hype Cave, I think.
Yeah, sadly gonna find out that it's not that quite hype.
That was a lot of digs.
Oh, yeah. Not very, nice to get none but blueberries. And with everything being the way it is, I'm gonna have to agree with Chad. Pod is gonna be the play. Once they go ahead and head over, it's gonna be bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, since this is a pendant pod, and pendant pod normally has the good stuff.
Oh yeah. I think that's an unspoken rule when it comes to certain dungeons. Like Pendant Ice Palace. Definitely go there. Always gonna have a crucial item.
Same thing with pendant turtle rock.
It's like when the seeds get generated, there's a little toggle for the troll. Go ahead and put a little check mark.
That should actually be a thing, so you know you can. If you actually want to practice the troll seeds, you should have that possibility to do it.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. Alright, we need to go ahead and DM VTorp and Carcat and be like, guys, we need this now, please.
And actually, Lin has actually turned in that mushroom and has the flippers.
Oh, wonderful. So they actually are going to be getting their pyramid lead check and hopefully be checking out Pod for us.
I think it will be a trip up to Catfish as well.
That'd be a smart play.
Frostbite doing the same thing with the mushroom. That's still arrows on Pyramid Ledge.
Ooh. That bow's gonna be hurting.
Talking about not having an item, we have probably the best weapon in the game now.
Yep. So, easy boss fights. Definitely.
And talking about boss fights, Mikan and Hitsuyan is our first two runners having a crystal. Half an hour in.
That just goes to show how mean the seed is going to be. Not only do you have virtually no weapons, half an hour for the first dungeon. Hitsuyan just about to get the silvers and can be happy with that.
Yeah, at this point in this, and I mean it's on a pretty free spot, so even if these runners, I'm pretty sure they all know how to do silverless. When it's on a location like that, you pretty much take them either way.
Oh yeah. Triple Lin trying to avoid getting smacked to lose that monkey. And Hitsuyan heading over to Catfish. We're gonna get our wonderful check there. So cross your fingers. See if Triple Lin's gonna be getting some goodie.
I mean, at this point, it's gotta have something, at least some progression, unless now Catfish has a huge item that opens up the seed.
Like Fluid or the lamp.
Something like that. It needs to have something by now.
Get our logic open so we can actually do things.
Ooh, that's a Cane of Burna, though.
That doesn't open up anything yet, but dang, that is a good find.
It's a required item for Turtle Rock and Mr. Meyer, at least.
Heck yeah. Makes it a lot easier for, well, a lot of stuff. And, ooh, one of the fun hints there.
And talking about fun stuff, at least. They got the bow in Skull Woods, and that was a big key in the first chest of pods. It was bow locked.
Mm-hmm. So it definitely wanted you to play this seed in a very odd fashion.
And without having any bottles. We do know where one bottle is, but we can't reach it, so...
Not yet, anyway. No, we just have to wait for them to develop their telekinetic powers.
Have we missed something? But Mikan got a fire rod.
Mikan just picked up the fire rod?
Mikan had picked up the fire rod somewhere that I don't remember what that could have been.
Oh, goodness gracious. That is insane. Where has he gone that the others haven't?
That is one good question right now. I'm so
Right?
confused.
I was gonna say, like, wait, did Mekon break the logic and go up to Death Mountain while we weren't looking?
I have no idea.
Ah,
Oh, he might have gone up to Death Mountain actually.
yeah. Curse you for making this entertaining, Mekon.
Because
That's
that's technically the only check we had left to do in sequence breaking up there.
mm-hmm. Well, I mean, we're gonna be finding out something here shortly. I'll go ahead and just give my Hawkeyes focus on all the others and be like, Fire Rod.
But that opens up a lot of dark rooms for Mikan.
Oh yeah.
And we can, well, I don't think they want to do, ooh, spicy.
Hey, that's opening up Death Mountain for us. So if it was Fire Rod in Spectacle Rock, then we're good. But if it was Fire Rod, say, on Gary Oldman, yeah, it's still outside of logic.
At least we have a fire rod in this seed that we kind of know where it is, and we know where the flute is, so...
Time for some fun. Using that bomb to jump around and see what they got. Ooh, that was the Quake medallion. Quake in the dark room. Nice.
Could be important, since we don't know what places we need to go to, like what Myra and Turok has.
Yeah. And hey, it's always a good thing to... Ooh, the mirror. Alright,
Okay.
so... 2 definite good items. 1 possible good item. This pod pendant dungeon is just the epitome of evil.
And Fire Rod was not in Purple Chest because Purple Chest had 10 bombs.
Yep.
And he has not been... Mika haven't been up to Death Mountain yet, so I'm...
Yeah, so that's... where in the world did you go? Wait, you said earlier that Mekon visited the Dark Crossroads. Are you sure it wasn't nothing?
Well, I'm not sure anymore.
Now I've planted that seed of doubt.
But Mika is going to go and clear out Skullwoods.
Yep, he's gonna go get that one. Now, I believe Skull Woods only had rupees and the bow, so wouldn't be any progressive items over there, just a crystal.
And talking about stuff here, with that flute and mirror inside of pod, we have access to Tower of Hera now.
Nice. So we got, let's see, Tower of Hera, we're good on that. Ooh, single arrow in the big chest, so hey, don't have to
We
worry
do
about that
also
unique item.
have access to... we have access to Mr. Myra, of course.
And Desert, ooh.
Yeah.
2 of the 3 pendant dungeons are clearable now.
We can open up Myra, but we can't go further in.
Well, assuming Meyer is Quake, of course.
Yeah, but still, we don't have boots or hook shots, so we can't do anything by now.
We could open it up and sit in there and just kind of wave. Just sit there and be like, I want to go into Misery Mire.
But Myra's chat could have something.
Oh yeah, I've seen that before.
Oh yeah, we can't even open up Myra because we don't have a sword.
That's right. We're still going on the assumption we can actually do stuff with those medallions. Goodness gracious. Such a trolley suit.
We are 40 minutes into this heat and we're still looking for that first sword. And we do need 2 to be able to clear out the seed.
Right. And we're going to need at least 1 before we get to Ganon's tower, because you can't open up those dang dungeons there until you get at least 1. But wouldn't that be just the trolliest of trolls? Let's go ahead and put GT Big Key in the Hope Chest, and have 3 of the 4 swords on, say, a rando room.
I was just going through our dungeons. I mean, we could have a sword on pedestal, I guess.
Ooh, that would be fun.
I mean, assuming that we can pick up a hammer, so we can actually clear out both Pod and Tower of Pharaoh.
Right. Well, thankfully, hammer is required to beat the game, so we're definitely gonna find it. No sword, so I had to rely on the Cane of Brian there. Good job there, Triple Lin.
And silver on Armor's Knight is going to go really quick.
Oh yeah. Bam, bam, bam.
I still wonder where Mikan got that fire rod.
Just a big 20 on Armos. Oof. But you know what? That 5-6 crystal, we'll take it. We'll take it.
We'll take it, and also we don't need to go back to this area since Pod is pendant right now. We don't need it. I mean, there could be an item on.
Oh yeah, there is one more item on Helmasaur. So if people are gonna, say fast forward another 40 minutes and still need some progressive item, that's where we can head. So now, since we have a good idea, we've got pretty much 1 item that we need before we can actually check, pedestal. And by that I mean get all the pendants. Let's start guessing what might be on Ped.
Ice Rod.
I like it.
I mean, it could be Ether as well, since we haven't seen Ether Medallion.
Yep, since we know that Bombos is on an old man, that would be the best Crowley seed right there.
Oh, we just saw Ether. I'm confused, sorry. Thank God for Chad.
Right?
And Ether is required for Meyer.
Oh, nice. And let's see what we got in the shed.
Ew.
That is a good response for that.
This means that we might have to dip into green. Well, it's green pendant, please. So.
Yup. And Desert's one of those dungeons. It's super easy. Yeah, they get a lot of flack, but all of our light world dungeons are super easy. You go in and out, 5 minutes, done.
Yeah, thankfully that's one of. But this seed is just a horror show that Runner Watcher is just saying in chat, like, this is not a. Oh boy.
That's putting it mildly.
So we got no hammer, we got no hookshot for.
Ooh.
Death Mountain, and that's. Yeah.
Let's hope that the big key is here. If not, then my wish of it being the trolliest of troll seeds is true.
Well,
oh,
that's a hammer. It's hammer time, guys.
Pad seed, pad seed, pad seed.
But that hammer opens up the whole mountain. Except for Chap Cave.
We've got all of Death Mountain. We can do every pendant dungeon. Well, okay. We still need to get the boots.
Opens up Swamp Palace as well, but don't have a hook shot, so. Ew.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we get left side swamp that everybody apparently loves. Doesn't like doing it, but loves to watch.
Left side swamp having the hook shot.
Yes. No. Left side swamp having the big key, big chest having the hookshot. Make it vanilla.
Disgusting.
I am fairly certain at this point that Fear Agent really wanted to just push these poor guys to the limits.
Well, at least we have our first bottle. So we can check sick kid now.
Yay.
I mean, that's a good find at least.
Alright. Now, I'm wondering if Triple Lin picked up that Cane of Brian, or if they're gonna try and use the bow on Blind.
I think they have the Cane of Brian, and I think they also...
the hammer, of course.
And yeah, that as well, and they also have a moon pearl. That is
Silly
a little bit
tracker.
missing.
I mean, gosh. Start yelling at the dude taking care of the top track, and jeez. What a lazy bum.
Yeah, I know, right? Scruff, get on it, right?
Well, let's see.
Okay, so this...
We've got...
This can be huge for Lin.
Right? Gonna say, if Big Chest here happens to be something good, ooh boy.
I mean, it's good for Frostbite as well, because he never went... Well, he went in kinda... a little bit in, but he never went to the backside.
Getting that Bombo's hint. Yep.
There's Bombos an old man.
So Gary Oldman had the Bombos medallion, so we are for entry on all 3 dungeons.
But, still no sword in the seed.
Yeah, kinda need that important thing.
We have all the medallions, but we can't do anything with them. And,
Yep.
with having both Turok and Myra's...
His crystals?
Yeah, that you need to clear out. It's gonna be hard to get in there.
Oh yeah. See, this is where we want to go ahead and start making guessing games of where the first sword is, so we can all laugh about it later.
Some bombs is in the wait, what now? In the western part of swamp, and a map. Bombs and a map in left side.
Oh
of swamp.
no! So that means 2 possible items in swamp before the hookshot's necessary.
Yay!
Wouldn't that just be evil if they were the big key and the hookshot?
I think our runners would actually hate us if it was like that. It would be like, what are you guys doing?
Right? Be like, alright, Scruff, Alex, no more commentating.
Yep.
No. Well, looks like we got our first check into Tower of Hera. Let's see if we got something good. Hey, big key. Always promising. Ooh, Triple N coming up with the moment of truth.
Well,
Nope.
that's...
Disregard. Hey, it could have been worse. Far worse.
Thank you, game. We knew that. And unique item requires the mushroom, and then you get the shovel in here as well. Thank you, game.
Nice. I love seeing those hints, because at this point, to get up to Hera, we had to have the flips, because the mirror was in pod. So, love the redundancy.
I mean, I just love it as well that you get a hint about a troll like a fetch quest item, then you get another like the chest 2 seconds away, and be like, yep, fetch quest, see this.
Oh, fetch quest seed is gold. Oh, they did get the Cane of Brian.
Yep.
Good job, Triple N.
Okay, so the map is required to have. You need to have fire in the basement of to get a map in Hera. Oh yeah, Tower of Hera is just.
Yep, just
it's just
a pendant at this point.
Yeah.
So, not wanting to waste the time.
And we got Linlin on their second crystals today, or they're having a lead here with crystals.
Pretty good. Ooh, Hitzian checking out T-Rock for us. And Mikon about to get their bottle. And Turtle Rock is Ether. Double Ether, not bad.
Not bad at all.
So, sadly, Quake Medallion, not necessary. Gary Oldman, not necessary.
But we're getting a Super Bunny Cave check at least. That is a new check in the scene.
Mm-hmm. And what do we got?
Ooh,
Noise.
that's a good place to put a hookshot next to Hookshot Cave.
Right? And we've got our full entry into Swamp now.
Oh
So
boy.
that's one check mark.
And also we don't need to do the left side, so that's good to know.
Bada bing. Now that would have just been such a troll right there. Is they go ahead and like say if the breadsmiths gave you the boots, and they're like, yeah, go ahead and take these boots. Oh wait, you can't item dash.
First
Now
sword.
you can.
First sword in Hammer Tanks. 51 minutes in for Lindlin.
Wow. And here I thought we were doing swordless.
I think Lindlin actually got a little bit happy to see that.
Right? So, I guess that would just be waving if you don't have the sword and you do sword slashes. They're just happily going like, whee!
Did I miss an ice rod?
Ooh.
Yeah, I did. Hitzian got a ice rod in
Hookshot Cave.
Hookshot Cave, so if he goes and get ooh, nasty. I just thought about a thing.
Very nice.
We have access to a Turtle Rock.
Mm-hmm. Now we just need to figure out where Mikon found that fire rod.
And I think we all know that by now it's going to be in that Dark Cross in
Yeah,
Howard Castle.
gotta be.
So for Mikan, this is a huge lead by now.
Go yeah.
Ooh, there's the second sword of the seed in Paradox Cave, the lower part. So we're going to be on Master Sword.
So we've got...
If the other runner is checking hammer text, of course.
I don't know. I mean, he's already turned in the breadsmiths, hasn't he?
Yep.
No, I think it's a quick check.
Well, never mind. He will be on Master Sword. Because that was Master Sword in Paradox Cave. The upper parts. So,
Yeah.
2 swords there.
Hey, we can kill Ganon now. Good job, everybody. Call it a day.
So, we have been playing more or less swordless for the whole seed until now.
Yep. 50 minutes in, and now we can swing things.
And it looks like Hitsuyan is going to do Swamp Palace now.
Ooh.
He's...
First check into there.
And depending on our items we have left, depending on we don't need boots on the torch for GT Big Key, we just need one more item. Well, at least for Mikan. Or 2, Hookshot and Ice Rod. Because I'm pretty sure he has the hammer at least.
Oh yeah. Now, the fun thing here is we still don't know where the lamp is. And it's definitely going to be required for logic. So, where is that lamp?
It could be in Swamp Palace by now. Something sharp requires the hammer. Thank you, Swamp Owls.
Well, it's not wrong. Oh, that actually brought up a good point. Since that was just a big 20 in Thieves Town, we still have our hint for a unique item behind a hammer.
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
Well,
there's our last one. All right, we've got all 4 swords in play. 5 minutes in, and we found every sword. Thank you, Seed.
and I think Lin got a little bit frustrated. First reading that hint about the mushroom, and then picking up the shovel.
I love seeing those.
Mikan is going to be happy now. He's going to pick up 2 swords here.
Mm-hmm. And fairly certain, if he hasn't yet, he's gonna hit Super Bunny Cave, so let's just assume that he's gonna have his hook shot here shortly. Now, thankfully for these runners, they don't have to worry about getting those pendants, because sadly, Pet is dead.
And to be honest here, for how this outcome is, we are in no mode.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say we can at least finish off our dungeons, so we're in go mode that way, but
Yeah, now it's just execution.
But boots might be an issue in GT.
Oh, that's true, we still need the boots. Well, assuming that we actually have the big key on Torch.
Exactly. And since we're not technically in logic because we don't have that lamp, we're not in go mode. In a lot, like if you think about logic.
Fair
terms.
enough. Yeah, and sadly Misery Mire is required, and that's the one dark room I loathe. Ugh.
And we have this dark room coming up here in Turok. It's not that bad, but it's still a dark room.
Yep, just lots of practice, yeah. As long as you
Talk
don't
about
fall off the
boots.
ledge.
Wait,
Yay!
boots
Gotta go
is
fast.
in Swamp Palace.
There you go.
So we're going to be technically in go mode.
Now, I'm hoping that it's going to be a trolley seed, like the last one, and have the lamp in Desert Palace.
Well,
And
at
be
least
like,
for
want this?
Mikan is going to be the first one, I think, in go mode, since he knows where the fire rod is.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Linlin gonna be getting the tempered here shortly.
And when Linling goes into Swamp Palace, that's going to be Buttersword.
Yay!
So we're going to at least have one, and Frostbite is going to pick up his first sword. Let's see, 58 minutes in.
Very nice.
Well, no, he got sword because, yeah, sorry, never mind. He has been up here on the mountain. I get confused. There's runners everywhere, and Hitzian takes down Argus.
Nice, quick fight for Hitzian. Good job.
And Mikan just picked up that hook shot and that ice rod. I think Mikan is going to go in and do True Rock now.
Ooh. Gonna say, with everything to full clear, heck, why not?
Thanks, game.
Another wonderful hint.
Thanks. There was a lot of piece of hearts in that well.
That's putting it lightly.
And Hitzian, first runner into Ice Palace.
Ooh, very nice.
Maybe we can get that fire rod hint so our runners don't forget about there's actually a Dark Cross.
Right. Gonna say, because that's still required.
Oh, we have Bottle on the pedestal, I think. If I was reading that hint in Ice Palace correctly.
Ooh. Yeah, I'd say it's a good hint. I mean, hey, you can never have too many bottles.
Yeah, but I don't think our runners will go to pedestal just for a bottle.
Nah. The epitome of troll right there. Yeah, looks like Frostbite's about to get their boots, but they'll be happy about that.
Oh, maybe it was just a green pendant, by the way. I don't know. It at least was a pendant, so... As I said earlier, chat is on point. Ooh, there's the gold. Okay, there's powder. Into a rock.
Ooh, unique item. Well, I mean, we've got everything else required, so... Eh, definitely not going to be anything too useful. Let's see. Oh! Yeah, they've already got powder. Nice. Powder is always a good one to have on hand. Quick to go ahead and get hearts back and...
Especially in this dungeon.
Oh, heck yeah. Nice bomb jump for Hithian. When Frostbite's just about to finish his Arcus fight.
It looks like this is going to be some ice rod and take it away with the temper sword. Yes, indeed. And then butter sword time.
Ba-ba-ba. Frostbite proving that you can beat, well, I guess you could call Argus some type of fish. Freeze them and boom, they're done.
I don't really... It's a weird looking fish, or whether it's so cold.
He's aquatic, you could call him a fish.
True. Hitsuyan is not taking... I don't think Hitsuyan checked all of Ice Palace, so he's like, nope, we're taking care of Coldstare immediately.
Yeah, going on that assumption that Fire Rod's not going to be here.
Frostbite picks up his bottle. With that tempered sword for Hitsuyan, this is going to be pretty
Oh,
quick. It needs to be a little bit careful.
One heck of a quick fight.
And interesting enough, we haven't had any mail upgrades at all, so we're still in green mail.
Yeah, I was gonna say we've got.
Oh, okay.
Oh, commentator's blessing.
Could be.
Man, I'm betting they're loving that hint from the left side swamp. Don't have to worry about getting that map or that compass.
Hitsuyan taking down Coldstare, getting his third crystal.
Very nice.
Again, taking care of this dark room really nice. Time for Laser Bridge.
Alright, time to see if we got anything else interesting. Yep. Got some heart. Got some rupees. Got some key. And a map.
I'm just gonna take a guess here. Mikan.
Setting up that safety trap.
Mikan didn't check Mimikay, right?
I don't believe so. So probably going to be missing out on, what, the book or the cape at this point?
Or a lamp.
Oh,
no, you can't.
true.
Yeah, no, lamp. Yeah, lamp is before
Yeah.
that dark room, right? So yeah.
Lamp is before the dark room. I mean, that's an easy one to get to, at least.
Mikan. Yeah, I don't need any lamp.
Like, lamps are for suckers. It's like, it's alright, buddy. We know you're just going full swag. It's cool. We appreciate it.
But Argus is down as well, and because Lin got that butter sword, that fight was ridiculously fast.
Just in and out. Boom, boom, boom. Funny enough, Mikan still just on Master Sword because he hasn't checked out Hammer Peg or Swamp.
And with the setup Mikan got right now, he might not check any more items. Might take the gamble that he doesn't need the boots.
Well, thankfully, the way things are set, well, that's true. I mean, it's a quick check. You just bomb the first, entryway into Swamp and get that sword, but yeah, I don't think he's gonna do it. But hey, getting rid of...
Lin is going for that big red bomb.
Ooh, nice. Hoping that they find their fire rod.
This could actually, if he used the mirror, he could go to the dark forest and just gamble in the dark room.
Oh, yes. Well, let's see. We know that it won't be the lantern, because, of course, you'd need that to get the other 5-6 crystal. I think it's going to be book or cape.
Well, Mikan takes down Turok, he got 2 crystals now, and Hitsuyan got 4, Lin got 3, and Frostbite got 3, I think. Oh, yeah. It's going to get 3 now.
And I'm thoroughly confused as to what people have, because at this point we're just kind of throwing it up in the air.
The ice rod requires the hammer. The ice rod requires the hook shot. Well, we already knew that game. Thank you.
I was gonna say everyone already has it at this point. Let's see here. Now, I believe Frostbite... Has Frostbite already completed Thieves Town? I think he did.
He did not, actually. He went in there and then he death warped because he didn't have any weapon at that point.
Ah, that's right, because he did it super early. Oh, well. And of course, I was not paying attention to what was in Pyramid Fairy. What was that unique item?
A single arrow.
Oh, that is so mean.
And Lin getting King of Samara now.
Yep, they'll be happy to see that.
So for 3 of our runners, it's going to be a hunt for that fire rod. Mikan, if he decides to pick up boots in Swamp Dance, I would say that's go mode. But either way, he's going to go mode all the dungeons. I would say he's in go mode.
Oh yeah, and funny enough, even though Mikan doesn't have a lot done right now as far as dungeons go, with that fire rod in hand, oh, he's going to be able to just bulldoze everything.
He's going to have to do that dark room in Mire, but I guess he knows how to do it.
With enough practice, it can be done. It's just a pain in the patootie.
And yes, that was the green pennant hint in About a Bottle. So, it was not the pedestal.
Always a fun one.
He mirrors out Hitsuyan and is going to mirror away from that fire rod. I think that's going to be the last location for all of 3 runners we have left without a fire rod.
Oh, yes.
So there might be some dipping into.
Yeah, I'm hoping that they find it. I mean, it's an easy check, but it's one of those ones that gets ignored a lot of the time.
So let's see where we go now. Mikan, where are you heading? Because you just took down your 3rd crystal dungeon. Well,
That
it looks
is a good
like
question.
Mikan is going for Meyer, so
Ooh, that'll be a fun one.
it's going to be Swamp Palace last dungeon, I guess, for Mikan.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see. We've still got Skull Woods, we've got Ice Palace, and we've got Swamp. Yeah, I can see that.
But it looks
Definitely see
like
that.
Hitsuya might have picked up a book
Ooh.
in King's Tomb. I don't know if I saw that correctly, but there's a lot of stuff going on the screen right now.
Oh, yeah. So I'm still trying to
Divergency
just look at everything.
huge.
Right? We've got one in
But yeah,
Ice Palace,
okay.
one in Mire.
Guys, it's pedestal hype. Even
Oh.
though pedestal is what we know dead.
We know it's dead, but Hitzian doesn't. Now he does. So now this is going to be the tricky part. 3 of these runners have got to be like, okay, where's our fire rod at? What's the last one they're going to check?
But Frostbite is also going to dip into Mire now.
Let's see if he gives us the bird hype. Come on, throw that bird into the pond. He's gonna do it.
No,
Oh, he
he's
crushes it.
smashed.
Yeah, it's alright. That's still funny enough.
But we think our runners right now that doesn't have the fire rod is going to be very frustrated when they see that fire rod in Dark Cross.
Mm-hmm.
So the main question is here, since that is out of logic, where is that lamp?
I'm still betting it's gonna be in desert. Thinking about where the boots were. Yeah.
Oh, that's what. Oh, yeah. If that lamp is not in that mimic cave.
Oh, very true. Well, I'd rather go. We're going full troll here.
Oh, wait a second. Where was? Okay, yeah. You didn't need mirror. You didn't need to go
Mirror.
into. You didn't need to go into dark room in pod.
Oh, you did. Yeah. No, that's right. It couldn't have been then. It's gotta be. Oh, it's gotta be something like Mimic Cave. Because we still haven't found our unique item hidden behind hammers.
Oh, Spy Cave. As well.
Oh. And Spy Cave, because we got the Cane of Brian. Yep. That could be it. That could be it.
Because we have checked pretty much all of the hammer locations that is blocking by now, so we only have 2 left.
Hitzian doing all the tablet checks.
But hey, we know where all the bottles are, so that's nice.
Right? Oh man, Hitzian heading into Mire without any fire.
Oh
That's
yeah,
risky.
that's the same thing for Frostbite. Couldn't do more. Oh yeah.
Yep, because they were hoping there was gonna be something in there.
Oh, this is ugly because that's the same issue Lin will have.
They've got to find that fire rod.
And they don't have no lamp, no fire rods. They can't clear out Skullwoods either.
Ooh. Mikan getting the first dark room out of the way. And honestly, that's the biggest one. If you can avoid dying in that first room, rest or breeze. Basically, hold left, avoid the spike, hold left again, and you're golden.
Fantastic dark rooms from Mikan here.
Indeed, that deserves a clap. And
time for Lin Lin to get debated with that book.
yep. And funny enough, I think I'm actually caught up on the items. Yay!
Good job, Scruff.
That's a good pat on the back. Now, if I could figure out what dungeons have been completed, I'll be happy.
I think you have, yeah, you have all of them correct. What I can tell, at least. Since we can't, some of our runners can't finish off the fire-locked locations.
Exactly. Oh man, Silver's just demolishing Viddy there. Kind of feel bad for it at this point.
So, Mikan, having both Turtle Rock and Mire completed, he only have Ice Palace, Skull Woods, and Swamp House to finish off.
Oh goodness, the bees. The bees!
Not the bees!
Oh, we need a Nicolas Cage sprite in this game. That'd be so great.
Oh my god.
And just have, like, a special item so that way, anytime you play the sprite, it's just him. He always starts with a bottle of bees.
This is gonna be interesting though. Will Mikan, now when he heads into... I mean, I guess he's...
Yeah,
I mean, Swamp?
you could do a Master Sword Ganon.
Mikan, I think you're confused. You need to be in a Dark World.
Yeah. You need that Dark World access, buddy.
Mikan?
He's gonna take the long route.
And Shovel Spot just had 20 rupees, so no Shovel. To... Where did we even... Oh yeah, Tower of Arrow, right?
Yep, big chest in Tower of Farah.
And I think Mikan just realized what he did.
Give us a little bit of the sword slash rage.
Okay, Hitzian. I think Hitzian is going to be our first round to check out Spike Cave, which could be huge if this is the land.
Oh, I'm hoping. That would finally put us in logic for a couple of things. We've got our moment of truth. Yo.
Well, we are in logic.
Da da da.
So it's good because our runners is in logic, but there's one huge problem. They still need to check out Hyrule Castle.
Yeah.
And don't think that will happen for a while, but Frostbite picks up Butter Sword.
Gotta love the gold.
And Lin Lin got his lamp.
Alright. Everybody send your psychic powers to Mikan here. Tell him to bomb that wall. Bomb that wall.
He's doing.
Oh, good.
I don't think Mikan is feeling comfortable maybe going into GT without boots.
I bet he's gonna feel a lot more comfortable now having that tempered sword.
Or maybe just did a quick check just to, you know, take a gamble, see if he finds something of useful, and he found tempered sword, so...
Alright.
So that might be his last check if you think, like... Because I think it's going to be... I don't think he's going to check out... Yeah, I think he's just going to go for Colster when he goes into Ice Palace.
Yeah, I think once he finds the boots, he's gonna realize that he doesn't have to worry about it. He's just gonna go mode everything.
But Frostbite is taking care of his Thieves' Town now. That's at least a dungeon he can finish up, because he doesn't have fire swords, unfortunately.
And I gotta give him... my heart goes out to these guys when it comes to pushing those blocks. So I cannot tell you how many times I've been blocked by those dang wizards pushing a block. You know, lighting a torch and then, oh, hey, sorry, can't get in your way.
Like, excuse me, but we're on a tight schedule here, so
It's like, hey buddy, that's an unauthorized use of a fire source.
Well, Mikan picks up blue mail, so he's still checking some extra chests. So I guess he's still looking for boots.
Yep, he's wanting them boots.
Because he doesn't need lamp anymore, since he already have done all the dark rooms he needs in the seed.
Yep. So yeah, he's definitely wanting those boots. Does not want to run into that GT Big P Torch travesty.
I wouldn't be surprised either if the with a seed like this, if the torch has the big key.
Right.
Because if you're new to the race, you have just tuned in. It took 50 minutes before we got the first sword, and between that cycle, it took 5 more minutes to find all the swords.
Yep.
And there's the boots for Mikan. Mikan is in go mode, which he technically already was, but he's gone even more in go mode now.
He's in the goer of modes. An hour and 20 minutes and some odd seconds.
He's in fast mode now. Gotta go fast.
He is in Sonic mode. Frostbite finding his extra love. Let's see. I'm gonna guess. Hitzian's been doing some good routing. I'm gonna guess that he's gonna be the next one to find the fire rod.
I mean, at this, he might still go into clear out mire and then go into desert.
Oh, that's true. He might.
Because now he's got a fire source.
Ooh. Well, he's already checked the pedestal, so he knows it's nothing of use there. And we've got one item in desert, so if he finds the other item, he's just gonna bail. No point in wasting, because we know... Well, no, that's true. Did he find the hint for Sassy Pants and his bottle of goo?
Yup. He's been in Ice Palace, so he knows that the green pen doesn't have anything.
Yeah, so I doubt he's gonna... he's not gonna dip.
Saroshala has a bottle of something.
Mm-hmm.
So...
He's got a bottle of old man spit.
Ew. Disgusting. But, Mikan taking down Argus, having, what is it now, 5 crystals?
Yeah, 5 crystals, just booking it over to Ice Palace.
So Skullwoods will be his last dungeon to finish out, so that's going to go pretty fast.
Oh yeah, just beeline straight to Mothula, give him a few whacks, and bye-bye.
But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 crystals of Hitzian as well.
Very nice. See, this is the fun part. Aside from the fact that Mikan is in go mode, Hitzian's right on his tail.
I just need that fire rod, so hopefully he finds it soon.
Mm-hmm.
Fire rod Goomba was inside of the Dark Cross.
Yep. And what's funny is that since Mikan was the only one to check it out, and Fire Rod is one of those few weird items that don't show in a dark room when you pick it up, we didn't know he had the Fire Rod for the longest time, and we didn't know where it was until he was like, hey, look what I got.
Yeah, I was like, we were like, wait, what? He found a Fire Rod? Has he been up at the mountain? Nope, he has not been on the mountain. And out of old habits for Mikan, he was going to go ahead straight up to that hint tile and was like, no, well, I'm in go mode. I don't need to check any more hints.
I cannot tell you how many times I've done that. That muscle memory, man, it gets you.
And at this point, with all the items and all the locations Mikan has still left to do, and the other runners is still not in go mode, this Mikan's race to lose right now.
Oh yeah. And thankfully he gets the bomb jump right off the bat there, and funny enough, just goes to show that muscle memory is everything here. Since he's got the King of Samaria, and he shouldn't have any problems finding the big key and a small key, there really wasn't an issue with doing the bomb jump, but hey, you know, doing this for so long, it's an easy thing, it's bam, bam, bam.
And Sometimes you just have a bad day when it comes to bomb jumping. Trust me, I've been there.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, if you want to see bad days with bomb jumping, just check out my channel, look at my vids. Just be like, hey look, he's still at bomb jump. 5 minutes later, he's still at bomb jump.
After 5 minutes we'll be like, he's out of bombs, he's out of health, no!
I've had far many situations where my mods had to laugh at me while I lose bomb counts.
But for Frostbite and Hitsuyan, and I guess for Linlin, unless Linlin remembers where there's one chest still in Hyrule Castle, they're going to do a lot of overall locations and going through pendant dungeons that they still have items in.
Oh yeah, so it's gonna be fun. I can guarantee you though that we're pretty much gonna see gold on every single player except for Mikan.
Yeah, Mika is not going for that pig check.
Nah, there's no point.
Mika,
Unless he really wants that lamp for some reason.
Mika, on the other hand, 6 crystal. Skull Woods left just needs to go straight to.
Yep, our big man Mothula. I'm waiting for the day that we get some weird skins for the bosses so we can call him Mothra.
Oh god.
So, do you think Helmasaur would become Godzilla?
Maybe. But what would Argus become?
I'd say King Ghidorah. No. We should save that for Vidi.
Good old Vidi.
I'd love just to see all those little eyeballs turn into little golden heads. I mean, yeah, you could say Trinex would be a perfect one for King Ghidorah, but that's too easy. Gotta go all out, you know?
Go all out, go all in. But looking at our racers between Linlin, Frostbite, and Hitsen, this is gonna be very. Ooh, Linlin. Still going for that green pendant.
Oh, did Lin not get that hint about the green, or the bottle of goo?
That's a good question, actually.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and thank you very much for that, Draco. I should be switching over the audio here, but... Oh, shoot, we can't. That's why. Fortunately, audio is not usable with Mikan, so we're just gonna go and stick with Triple Lin.
But this is a race between our 3 runners here. Ooh, Hitsuyan is fluting to 4. Ooh, he's going up to the Dark Cross.
Ooh, Hitsuyan! I have faith in you, buddy. You can do it.
Hitsuyan is going to be... I think this is going to be some frustration slashes.
Oh, yeah. And with that, Mikan has gotten his last crystal. So, clap is on that. And now it's time for everyone's favorite guessing game of what I've got in my pocket. Wait, no.
What?
Guessing game. It's everyone's favorite guessing game of guess where that big key is in Ganon's tower. Pick a number between 1 and 22, post it in the chat, and whoever guesses correctly gets a year's worth of my love and affection.
Oh my. Well,
Which is
I don't think I will need to
tax-deductible.
take a guess. Don't need to take a guess, I guess, because I said torch, so torch for me.
There you go. I'm gonna go ahead and stick with my usual 13. Thank you very much for that. Year's worth of love and affection with a market value of $4.20.
Oh, the last item, by the way, in the Desert Palace.
Oh,
the magic cape.
Woofer.
But Frostbite picked up the lamp and is heading back. He's heading into to Meyer to check the last few items that he couldn't check on the other side. But Hitsuyan, on the other hand, is in go mode.
Very nice. Now, thankfully for Hitzian, he's still got Turtle Rock to do, but that's a quick go mode as far as avoiding, left side and just bouncing straight on over, assuming he can pick the big key. And since doing Turtle Rock last is so much better, because you just beeline right over to Ganon's Tower, it's like, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Oh, Triple Lin not happy to find that the pedestal is not what they're looking for. Oh. Oh no. They're going for Helmasaur.
Oh boy.
Not a fun time.
But here we go, Mikan GT versus Big Key. Not number 1. And definitely not number 2.
Nope. So now for the moment of truth. Is it the big torch?
Nope.
Ooh.
Number 3 is just 10 arrows. Moink.
Hey,
Moink.
those must be pretty dang important arrows though, because they're not on fire.
Are we playing Ocarina of Time now?
Yes, this is now a Zooter.
Number 4. 5.
5.
Yeah, just junk right now.
Right. 6. And 7. It's alright. We still got some good guesses. Now let's see if the unlikely champion is going to be at number 8. Here we go. Ooh, red mail.
Oh, red mail in GT. Well, thank you, game.
Right? That's some French vanilla right there.
Been running around for over an hour without swords and like an hour and 10 minutes without any mail upgrades to get the first one is 1 palace. Thank you, game.
Oh man, this seed.
But that's French vanilla, since we normally in the vanilla game getting the red mail in GT.
Yep. Big chest right there. Fun when you play this game so much that you tend to forget where the things are vanilla.
Yep.
And it's like, oh, that's right. Red chest isn't anywhere but Ganon's Tower.
So number 9 didn't have it, so this is going to be 10, 11, 12, 13, right?
Nope, that was 8. So this
Okay,
should
that
be
was
9,
eight.
10, 11, and 12.
I'm bad at math.
It's all good. With this crazy seed, I wouldn't blame you. Ooh! Number 12 is our winner.
Do we have any number
Thank you,
12s?
Rando Room. Let's see. Number 12. Ooh, yes! Ruby XY. Good job there.
Well, actually, it was 13.
Was that 13?
Yep.
Oh, that's right, because it was Fire Bar. Okay, so I get my own love and affection, along with digital.
Yeah, you
Man, that's my second time in a row guessing correctly. Ooh, I'm on fire. But thank you, chat, for backing us up. We cannot count.
It's
but we
been
appreciate it.
it's been very crazy. We have had runners all over the map. So Lin got two pendants.
Yep, Desert and Pod. Fortunately, not finding any progress there. Still needing that Fire Rod.
Lin is not going to be happy.
Nope. Good job. Here's your bottle of man spit.
I can actually picture it, so yeah.
Gross. No, I'm grossing myself out.
That was Lin's actually first bottle as well, so it's going to take a quick check on Stickhead, and then we'll have to see where he goes.
The dangers of mathematics. Counting leads to Parker squares.
Okay, so Lin is not going out Tarafera.
Oh, But Frostbite heading to pod as well. Oof.
There's some weird, like when you get the lamp that late that Frostbite and Linlin got, and you know there's one more item inside of pod.
Yeah,
it will throw you off completely.
Exactly, because you got to stop and think. The lamp wouldn't be something that's, locked behind any dark room, and you got to stop and be like, okay, or not the lamp, sorry, the fire rod at this point. I'm getting backwards. Ignore me.
Our brains are tired after that. Like, this seed had it all pretty much. We didn't need Aga or Ped because this has just been brutal.
Yeah. Gonna say, we don't need to worry about any trolley Agaped seeds, because the item placement has just been crazy.
Well, Mika had to reset that room.
Whoopsie. Wait, Hitzian. What are you doing?
He needs the big key.
Oh, that's right. Carry on, Hitzian. Oh,
One.
And triple Lin, are you going up? No, nope. Wait. They've done Swamp. Triple Lin, where are you going?
They've done Swamp, they've done Big Bomb. I think they did Big Bomb, at least.
Did they do go? Oh. Maybe. Oh, wait. Did they do Big Bomb?
I think they're going to check out Bamboo's tablet.
Oh, gotcha. Sadly, they're going to be a little unhappy with the results there.
And Hitsuyan in a bit of issues with the laser eyes.
Whoops.
And there's a wild Trolldor making fun of our runners, being like, "You're not getting away from me today because you didn't fight me up in Tower Fair earlier."
Ah, dang, and Mikan just wasting the lead there by not checking validation chest. Run unvalidated.
Yeah, guys, sorry, but you need to redo the whole seed.
Yep, gonna have to start over.
But Mika is going to take a class here with Aghanim. With the word I'm not going to say because I messed it up last time.
Our wonderful geometry dash. Oh, good doubles. Let's see if we get one more. Boom, boom, and boom. 2-2-2. Not bad.
Good Aghanim fight. And Mikan is having a date with that pig.
Yep. He's a big pig.
He's a spider pig.
Frostbite killed Armos, so...
Linlin?
Oh.
Why are you going... Oh, he's going... Okay. Linlin is going to take the back way to the fire rod. Good.
And wait for the incoming Rage Slash here.
I got a little bit nervous there, like, you have already checked here, so...
Yeah. And Ganon giving us the philosophical one. Lives, dreams, hopes. What do they mean?
That you're going down, that's basically what it means.
And
No
there's
rage
our
slashes
fire rod.
from Linlin.
Surprisingly enough.
I almost thought there was going to be some...
Yeah, it's gonna have something there. It's okay, we know the rage slashes are in his heart.
Yeah, I think he's dealing with that in his mind right now. But for Hitsuyan, this fight with Trinix is going to be pretty fast with that butter sword.
Oh yeah. Still the idea that butter is mint like that, not because of how it looks, but how it melts everything.
Oof, that's...
Ooh, get the first triple on Ganon. Misses the fire torch, but oh, sets it up right so you get the double and a single hit, and bam!
Boom.
Wow,
Mikan.
what a great phase from Mikan. Get him the GGs in chat for our first runner here to finish up. And with that, we have Mikon finished first place in the overall run with an SRL time of 1:39.36. Amazing on that. Just, woo, GG's all around. That is just fantastic.
First in the first on the restream and first in the race overall. That's whew.
That is perfect, and I love that timing right there. 99 minutes and 35 seconds. Oh, perfect. And it looks like we are going to have Mikon for an interview here.
We're joined by Mikon. GG's.
Yo,
GG's, man.
how's it going? I had a good time.
Oh, I'm glad, because this seed has been so dang trolly, and I am so glad that you checked that Dark Cross rooms so early.
Oh my gosh, I saw that and I was like, that's someone's gonna last location that. That's exactly what I said when I saw that there.
Well, you're not wrong.
Oh no.
We had 3 of the runners picking, just picking it up, and it's been the item that was trolled today.
Oh yeah. So far, you were the only restream runner to not last check it. Everyone else
Holy
has last
cow,
checked
dude.
it. Poor Lin went through both Land Molas and Helmasaur before just being like, you know what? Let's just check Crossroads. Frostbite finally getting it, like last second, and hitting in. I'd say he was the closest one to you, just because of execution, but your first dip into there, just bam, led you right up there.
Where did the lamp end up being? Was that in the Hera?
So we had that hint about a unique item was you required a hammer, so that was actually Spike Cave.
Yep.
Oh goodness. I honestly took that as the boot hint. That's why I checked as much as I did in Swamp.
Well, it paid off because you got your boots.
Right?
I got the tempered sword too, but that wasn't actually Hammerlock. That was just hoping for a sword, and there it was.
You want to know where the last sword was?
Hold on. Was it on Helmasaur? No, it wasn't.
Nope.
No, you actually required the hammer, so you can. I think you can figure out maybe a spot that you never went.
Was it on? Was it in Ice?
Oh, no.
Oh god.
I think one more hammer spot.
The hammer pegs?
Yep.
Bada bang.
It's got hammer in the name. I can't forget that.
But I gotta laugh though, because not only did every runner wait until about the 50-minute mark to get the first sword, in the span of 4 minutes, we found every sword location.
Oh my god. Dude, everything was on East Death Mountain. I got bailed out hard.
Everything was just set up perfectly. It was so great.
I almost wanted to just leave Turtle Rock and go do something else first so I could come back with, I don't know, maybe Blue Mail or Tempered. Or, I guess, yeah, Tempered. Because I figured it would be my last dungeon anyway because I was in Go mode, but I just stuck it out. And not that I found anything there, but it was kind of... I was really worried about Mimic Cave, but I didn't want to bother with that.
Yeah, we were worried about that too, because we still were thinking about that hint of, well, unique item behind hammer, it could be the lamp, and that's within logic, so... I mean, everyone else has pretty much done dark rooms easily, and you were the only one that did Misery Mire dark room. So you're like, okay, where's it gonna be? But other than the obviously trolley sections, how did you like the seed?
I feel like I nailed it, so it wasn't that bad. It was flippers. Because I found the flippers like shortly after getting the bow, and I was just thinking this has to be leading me over to Pod from the stupid trip through the entire Dark World to get over there. That 4 or 5 minute walk to get over there, and I really didn't want to do that. I was hoping I could find the hammer with the last flipper checks before going over there, and I got Samaria from Catfish right before getting there. I was really happy to find that. because I was not about to go back to that anytime soon.
Oh yeah, that catfish check was fantastic. Because not only were we seeing how everyone else was like avoiding the pod play, Hitzian was actually the first one to get the flippers. And even though we had Frostbite do fake flips really early on, check with Hobo and Waterfall, Hitzian, even though he didn't decide to go check pod first, had that opportunity. And I believe you were actually the first one that got over to pod, because you'd gotten into that flute, the mirror, and Quake, and then just beeline for it.
Yeah, I didn't have much left after that. I don't think, other than like, no, that might have been just about all I had actually.
Mm-hmm. Because at
What
that
do you
point,
think about? What do you think about that pod with mirror and all the good stuff, flute?
I knew something had to be there, but I was happy enough to see the flute because I wanted to go. That opened up what, like 3 locations, I think, because I knew where Bamos was, and so it would have opened up Spectral Cave and Mire Shed.
Mm-hmm.
And then the mirror was there too, and I was like, oh, this probably wants me to go to Hera, but let's check Desert first, because that's a lot more stuff in a lot smaller area. And I am glad I did, because I got the hammer out of the desert. That was so cool.
Oh yeah, that was a good play. We were kind of worried because after everyone had gotten pretty much everything except for the fire rod, we were like, all right, who's gonna make that Desert Palace play? Because hammer's the only thing in there that we know of as of right now. Who's gonna waste the time? Because no one else had done Misery Mire at that point. And sadly, almost everyone did. But gotta say, really good execution on everything, so kudos to you.
My favorite part was when I was heading down to Swamp to do it, and the maintenance guy of my apartment came in. And so I totally just didn't go to the Dark World, so I just went down and drained the dam in the Light World.
We were wondering about that. Chat was like, did he forget that you need that portal?
Oh no, I got so distracted. I did forget.
That's alright, just providing some extra entertainment for us. We're appreciative. And now coming up to the collection rate, that's really not bad, especially with a 99-minute run. 149 over 216. Pretty dang good.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. I am so happy I found Tempered, and then after I don't know. I won't check that many chests on the way when I'm like go moding dungeons, but that one I guess I just did for some reason. I didn't really like have a reason to. I would normally skip that one, but I think I was too focused on like Swamp Palace having items because I had guessed the boots were there because of the one hint that probably didn't point to that at all. But I'm just glad I still got him.
Oh, we were appreciative of that too. There was a point where we were like, oh man, he's got a good lead, and depending on what happens, if he only goes in there with Master Sword, at this point, everyone had butter except for you.
Yeah.
Everyone had been checking that fire rod, and we were like, please, find the Tempered. Please, find the Tempered.
I think we were all at one point a little bit worried that you might not be looking for those boots in Swamp Palace, and we were like, imagine if the torch had the big key.
Right. Oh, and real quick, gotta give some GGs in chat for Hitzian getting that nice triple off of Ganon and finishing up here with a SRL time of 148.56. Good game on that.
Nice triple.
But yeah, let's continue on.
What was I even talking about? Oh yeah, Swamp Palace. I didn't know that the boots were there. I honestly just figured they were going to be in GT, but I just, on the off chance, who knows. Honestly, I thought about just skipping the rest after I got the Tempered Sword, because that would have been all I kind of really wanted. But I just happened to go down there and get the boots too. That was really neat.
Good find.
And we are joined by Hitsuyan. GG's.
GG.
GG indeed. So, how did you enjoy this wonderfully trolly seed of not having anything but the King of Brian for like 50 minutes?
I don't enjoy the scene really. But the brine was not the problem, I guess. I think I had checked with the brine easy the Dark Maze instant in Hyrule Castle. Or after the Pyramid Ferry, I had a lot of hearts and the sword there. And don't mirror to the castle again. Yeah, and skip that location till the end.
Yeah, we were all rooting that you'd go there, because unfortunately, for pretty much every restreamer except for Nikon, everyone forgot about the crossroads. Nikon was the first one to do it, and I think you did it like, what was that, 5 minutes in?
Pretty early. Yeah, I did the dark room after falling down the back. Well, I wasn't quite that early because I did the front of escape first for some stupid reason. I should have done the back first, but either way, I would have done that dark room with just the boomerang or Myrna.
Yeah, I don't forgot about this check, but I guess I don't want it that there's the progression, I think. Yeah, and I found I lose a lot of time if I check it early. At 7 minutes, I guess, I was at the sewers back. Yeah, but I don't know what after Pyramid Ferry. That was a bad decision, I think.
It was definitely one heck of a trolly seed, just not only putting you guys in such an odd place with terrible Kakariko village checks, nothing in Blind's Hut, nothing in Kakariko Well, nothing in Mini Moldorm Cave, getting the first sword at 50 minutes in. And funny enough, when we first got our look into Paradox Cave, even though it took 50 minutes to get the first sword, because we had someone go into Swamp at the same time, we got all the sword locations within 4 minutes of each other. Which was one heck of a hoot. But was there anything in this particular seed that you thought you enjoyed more than others, or anything that you know, on the other spectrum, hated?
At least I adjoined to having the flippers, because with the flippers I was really sure that something is on the right side of the Dark World. And you can be screwed up by these flippers, I guess, if you fend the mids and Pearl before checking the witch.
I sure did.
You did?
Yeah, flippers were my last location other than King Zora,
Okay.
but it made me go to pod immediately after, I guess, because I had everything done already, so it went pretty okay from there.
Yeah, that was the one location we were hoping people would check, because as soon as we saw the flips on Hitsuyan's screen, which, by the way, you were the first one to get the flips from the witch's hut, we were like, okay, there's absolutely nothing here. Hype Cave was bleh, and we've got Catfish and Pyramid Ledge. When are we gonna see a pod play? And it all came about the same time, honestly.
Yeah, I guess at minute 50 or 55 I was only looking for a fire source.
Oh boy, that fire source, it was... Not only you, Hitsuyan, that was missing out on having a
I
fire
guess
source.
everyone.
Yeah, everyone without Mikan, because Mikan Galaxy Brain that fire rod, and that paid off. But otherwise, that no lamp or fire rod for pretty much the whole seed, pretty rough.
Oh yeah. I mean, that was a pretty odd play in a sense, but it really paid off in the end.
I lucked out in that dark room, having to do it with just Boomerang and Berna. I was lucky the key rat stayed on the left side. I was lucky I found the door even. And after getting past the key rat room, it was all pretty alright from there. But that was the room I was worried about the most.
Yeah, I always figure that's going to be the kind of the pain play in a lot of senses. But I'm glad you guys were able to go ahead and get the right guesses going. Because that was kind of the main thing I was thinking, is like, alright, these two players here, their execution is on point, they're making good gambles. And for the longest time, it was bouncing between who was actually in the lead between both of you two. And Hitzian kept that lead for a good point, but basically having that early fire rod is what cinched it. And because you had that by the point of having just Skullwoods and Turtle Rock left, it was like, alright, this is it, Mikan's got the lead, let's see what happens.
Yeah, I wish I had this fire rod early too. Because I think I did every other good place and found everything really fast.
Now, I gotta say, it is kind of a blessing in disguise, and I'm super surprised that you didn't do it at the time, Mikan, because I think at that point, where we found the hammer, we did not have the ice rod, and thinking, okay, we got fire rod, we got hammer, we got bow, lamp is probably somewhere easily accessible. What's on pedestal? Thinking early ped play.
Heck no, I did not do that. I didn't have the boot, so it wasn't in my head at all.
Oh, that's true, because having to wait until getting over to Pod for that mirror just to find the boots.
What was the book?
King's Tomb.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, sadly the ped died pretty early on when we found that ice rod in Hookshot Cave.
I was totally going to go to Swamp Palace after finding the mirror. Oh, wait, no, I wasn't. I didn't have the hook shot then. Oh, never mind. That was a dumb thing to say.
Nah, we were actually contemplating that too. Like, okay, are we gonna get a vanilla hook shot? Because we were kind of hoping we've got the mirror, we got the flute, we've got access. We've got that hint in the left side swamp being useless. We got 2 to 3 chests to check on. What's it gonna be?
Yeah, I know. I was too interested in the 40 items over on East Death Mountain that we just got access to. That was great.
Oh yeah, all just ripe for the picking. And it definitely paid off having that hook shot in Super Bunny Cave leading right over to that ice rod.
Oh my gosh, that was so nice. What the heck?
Right? And at that point you had already gotten that cane of Samaria. So having all 3 items, it's like, Turtle Rock? Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, I was going to TR anyway, but I'm glad the ice rod was there too, because that would have kind of stink to double dip that, but I did that often enough anyway.
And, Triple Lin, come on. I gotta say, I'm a big fan of the validation chest, and you two have hurt me so dearly. And now Triple Lin has decided to just drop a bomb on the validation chest with it opening.
Nice. Shoutouts to all of us.
Just destroying this poor commentator's heart.
I mean, they did raise that horrible seed, so I mean, we cannot really blame them, right?
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I was kind of glad that last minute I was like, yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna help commentate instead of race, and I'm so glad I did, because holy cow, this seed.
Oh, you don't found the lamp, Mikan?
No, I did not find the lamp at all.
Spike Cave.
That's what I hear. I'm glad I didn't find it. I do not ever check Spike Cave early. Or at all, honestly.
I tried to clear Maya without fire source, and then I found the lamp as first check after.
Oh no.
That's my problem that I've seen, and kudos again for being able to complete that so easily. Because you jump into that Misery Mire dark room, having to avoid the dang blasters from those little... whatever you want to call them. I always end up getting my rear handed to me in that dark room. It's like trying to plant that block.
Also, powder being in the chain chomp chest saved my ass big time.
Oh, it did, me.
Right?
I
We
got out
saw
of that
that.
room with 1 heart left, and then there's 2 anti-fairies right past that room, and that was awesome.
It's like we could all hear that sigh of relief coming through the airwaves there. But thankfully, we've got both Linlin and Frostbite finishing up. Frostbite finishing up his Aga 2 fight, Linlin finishing up the Ganon fight. Making quick work of that.
Having that butter sword makes that Ganon fight pretty easy.
Oh yeah. Lim with that swag net just to show how awesome it is. And the torches just not wanting to behave themselves. Good double. And there you go. Set up that other double. Let's see it. And swagnet.
Get you. GG's in chat for Lin.
Wonderful time. Finishing 9th place with an SRL time of 2 hours, 1 minute, and 10 seconds. Go ahead and see if we can get Linlin in for an interview here.
Yo, I'm out. Thanks for doing the short notice commentary, everyone.
Oh,
No
no
worries.
problem.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much
thank you guys.
Thank you guys as well for providing the entertainment.
Oh yes, this is a fantastic seed. Thank you.
Yeah, take care.
Bye bye.
And we are joined by Lin. GG's.
GG.
So I need to ask you, what do you think about that fire rod?
I mean, like, I don't mind it being here. It's just like, since we had some progression in Eastern, you can't really skip the front of escape. I mean, all of escape basically, and you don't really have anything to properly navigate into the Dark Cross. So you basically opened that spot. I mean, you could go. We had half magic and the blue cane. I mean, when I got there, I had that, but I was thinking about it. Like, yeah, that blue cane can get me through the Dark Cross, but is it? Like, most of the time, it's just one check. Like, you,
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, it's nothing to me, so I just keep it and off. But this time, yeah, it didn't work. It happens. It's rando.
It's definitely a crazy thing. And let's go ahead and get those GGs for Frostbite, finishing 10th place with an SRL time of 2 hours, 2 minutes, and 27 seconds. And let's see if we can get him in for the interview here.
But otherwise, Lin, how do you feel overall with this seed?
I mean, I got randoed, so it happens. Like I said, like, I'm not mad, salty, or whatever. It happens. Fire was here, sure. I kinda, like, I saw 2 people for faded, and I'm like, where is that fire on? How can it be that bad? And then, like, I have a map tracker, and I saw that green dot, that I knew I left something here. Oh, no, not here.
We are also joined by Frostbite. GG's.
Oh, I still have my push to talk on from last night. Yeah, this seed was garbage. That's all I really got to say. And honestly, if I'd have not been on the restream, I probably would have tried to go through the Dark Escape the first time I was there because I had the boomerangs, but I wasn't going to spend 5 minutes fucking around. Sorry for my language, there, guys. In the dark on restream, and so this was just one of those seeds that was really unfortunate. And I mean, I not only last located the fire rod, I last located the lamp as well, right? So like it was a double fire source last location in this seed. And I mean, at the end, I kind of had a feeling it was in Dark Escape because like that spot burns me over and over again for whatever reason. It's just a spot that seems to be very meme friendly, and the game loves to put progression in that spot and then not give you the lamp until really late. And normally that's not a problem, but because this seed also the swords were ridiculously late as well. So I mean, what am I going to do? I'm going to go back there and spend 2 minutes in the dark trying to find a red rupee. Like I think I'm imagining a lot of people are going to last location that horrible item. I mean, I guess I'm lying because I never went into Turtle Rock either, but that's about it. This seed was trash.
And if it makes you feel better, you are one of the 3 restreamers here that actually did last check it. The only one that was brave enough to do it at the start was Mikan. They got the fire ride right off the bat. Everyone else...
I'm honestly surprised he didn't finish a lot faster then.
Yeah, same.
Funny enough, it was because of a few other choices.
I think I know. Like, since he had fire rod, he didn't go into the woods because he didn't have a sword. And that's probably why. Frostbite. That's probably why.
Yeah, and left the bow forever.
No, actually not. He made other choices that maybe took a longer time for him to do because we didn't have, he made a lot of overworld checks in the beginning. Yep. So he was a little bit behind because of that. So that maybe cost him a bit of time, but the bow was actually, all of you 4 had the bow at the same time, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, I almost, like, I mean, I had the gloves and mitts fairly early, and then I had bow before South Shore, which was a bit weird in the seed, but, like, yeah, no, I'm actually, like, I'm trying to think what else would have messed him up, because I feel like if I'd had that fire rod, I felt like I was looking for the fire rod for 45 minutes.
Same.
And, like, I feel like I would have finished in, like, 125 if I'd had the fire rod anytime early in the seed, but maybe it influences you to do different things, and put off, like, I don't know, pod maybe forever, but if they got the bow, I'm confused. I have to watch this one back. But no, this seed was really all about, do you like doing dark rooms without the sword?
Yep, and it was, because the biggest troll, I gotta say, is the fact that not only were we stuck with virtually no weapons to speak of for the longest time, first sword was at 50 minutes, butter sword was at 54 minutes. We found every sword in the game within the span of 4 minutes.
Oh, I believe that, and it was like the hammer was in a sort of silly spot as well. Like, I mean, it wasn't too bad.
It wasn't that bad.
But the reason I say that is because I think I went to the desert area like 5 different times in this seed because of the way it worked out. Like, I mean, it just was.
It was nuts, and we were hoping before anyone actually found the lamp, we were like, all right, who's going to be finding that in Desert Palace? Who is going to be brave enough to check some other places? And what's funny is that at the time Mikan found the fire rod, of course it being one of the few items that doesn't show up in a dark room when you get it, we didn't know that he had it for the longest time, and we didn't know where he got it once we were like, oh wait, he has the fire rod. Where the heck was that?
Yeah, it was an ugly spot. And the other thing is like, because I could have gone through these dark rooms. Like, I didn't do the dark maze in pod 2. That's another thing I chose not to do because I was on restream, and without a sword, I didn't know how long it was going to take, and I didn't want to have my screen just showing black for 3 minutes while I threw boomerangs around. But like, so I routed into spots that the lamp hard locked first, which was inefficient, but I mean, I don't regret any of it.
It was a good run, to say the least, and really, really well done for all the restreamers here. It was definitely entertaining with the type of trolliness that we got here.
Yeah, I actually thought it was on pet after a while, like, because I mean, I had...
Nah, like, when you see I'm not gonna lie, when you see IRC...
Oh, I don't look at IRC, that's the difference.
You can't meta.
Yeah.
And that's why when you bought like the pedestal, like
But honestly, like I feel like if it had been on pedestal and I had cleared the ped dungeons when I could have done them, I could have finished this seed in the time Mikan did. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep, and that's the joy of rando. You know, one spot can totally ruin it for you, or give you the winning shot.
well, and of course, in reality, I left all the ped bosses back, so it wouldn't have ever been like that. I would have last located it like you should. But no, this seed was pretty. Like, not only was it trolly, but it was very like I looked at my screen like 30 minutes in. I had like the bombs, I had the bow, I think at that point, and maybe one or two other things, and the myths, right? And that was about it. And the move.
Oh yeah, this was just terrible for Light World. Absolutely nothing in Kakariko, nothing in Mini Moldorm. This was the test of patience. We'll put it that way.
And at this point, you also kind of expect your gain to be in Swamp, but nope, had to be on Catfish.
Oh, see, I got that because when I found I basically last located the flippers, I think, on the mushroom too, because of the fact that I went to Mini Moldorm Cave like after I'd done Hype Cave and all that stuff, and after I'd returned the Smith and the Purple Chest, and so when I got the flippers, I was like, okay, so this is the pod area, and because I wasn't going past Hype Cave, I just ran across the top and got the cane right away.
Oh, okay.
I did have like 2 minutes of straight running just to get there, though.
When I had the bow, so I had my flippers. Like, okay, progression's in pod. I'll just go to pod. I didn't even bother taking Jeremiah with me because I knew I was going to pod at this point.
Yeah, I don't blame you for that.
Did you guys realize that you would Did you imagine that you would get 2 good items with the mirror and flute inside of pod, or it was just like
it was pretty obvious. Like that bow. Like the first just open, you see that pod is bow lock. Like, okay, that's how it is. I mean, what did I have left? I think I didn't clear T-Stamp because I was low on health and I didn't want to gamble. Like, yeah, maybe I'm gonna die very deep into T-Stamp, so I'm just gonna go out now. And I don't think I had much left aside from Catfish at this point, so I had to pod.
Yeah, the flute, I had literally nothing when I went there. I think I had a Gina, and that was it when I went to pod. But I wasn't, like, the flute just didn't open enough for me, because it opened Death Mountain, which I could have got to for like 45 minutes, so I wasn't interested in going up there.
I can see people leave after the flute and think, like, yeah, that's the only progression. I don't think so, though.
Well, the interesting thing was was the mirror not lamp locked?
Nope. It was in a harmless away, so it wasn't locked.
Yeah, but I think that's I think that's lamp locked because you can burn your keys in a way that would have made you have to get small keys out of the dark basement to open.
Yeah, that is true in a sense.
I'm pretty sure that was the case.
There was only one small key in the rupee room, so
I thought there was 2.
no, it was 1. The other one was Quake.
That's right.
Oh yeah, you are right. Yeah.
But any last comments, any insight you want to provide, or silliness?
Not really. GG. Thanks for doing the call, guys.
Yeah. Thanks. I mean, rando is rando. So those kind of shit happen.
Yeah, exactly. I don't get. Sorry, Lynn. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, like I don't get mad over rando. Like, it happens, like this.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I get sort of like frustrated in the moment, but like as far as like actually getting mad at it, I don't have the time of day to do that. So.
Well, thank you guys so much for running this. This is as trolly as it was a hoot watching. It's always great to see such talented racers running on here, and everyone in chat definitely appreciates it. Everyone watching does, so thank you very much for the entertainment, and GG's all around.
GG.
Yeah, GG's, guys.
GG's. GG to Mikan, too. That's a really good time.
Yep, gotta rag on him while he's in chat. But with that, we are going to go ahead and wrap things up. Thanks everyone for watching. We appreciate you coming by. If you are still interested in some awesome speed gaming, we do currently have an Ocarina of Time randomizer going on Speed Gaming 3, and Bloodborne All Bosses tournament going on Speed Gaming 4. Be sure to check them out. There are some awesome things with the Bloodborne community, and Ocarina of Time is always entertaining to watch when it's randomized.
Oh yeah, if you like Link to the Past randomizers, you're going to love Ocarina of Time randomizers.
Oh yes, and definitely give a follow to our wonderful runners. We've got Linya, Mikan's Box, Frostbite 3030, and Hitzian 1337. Also, check out our wonderful tracker for helping, Rito 86. The dude does so much, and we appreciate it. And
Oh
our
yeah, for
wonderful
sure.
commentator, Mr. Nilson Alex 92.
Well, you have to give Mr. Scruff Ninja Tuna as well a follow. Very long name, but
Oh yeah,
it will be worth it though.
most definitely. And thanks again for everyone watching. We will check you all out on the next race.
Good evening and good night.
Toodles.